What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. My name is Saren Death, and today we are playing the newish Anub'arak. Let's get into a game.
For the frozen throne!
Alright, today we find ourselves in the Tomb of the Spider Queen. My team, the Butcher, Karazim, Lily, Anub'arak, Falstad, enemy team, Lieutenant Morales, Lily, Li Ming, Eladin, and Muradin. Okay, so Anub'arak saw a ton of changes in his latest patch. He has basically been dubbed an anti-mage tank. Now, I don't necessarily think that's actually an accurate statement, but he has gotten quite a few talents to help him deal with mages. One of them is Dampen Magic. And since the enemy team has a Li Ming on their side, as well as 2 healers, we are going to go ahead and we're going to pick that up. So Dampen Magic, basically upon taking ability damage, reduces the damage and further ability damage by 50% for 1.5 seconds, can trigger once every 8 seconds. So pretty good ability to deal with lots and lots of mages. Okay, our abilities really quick. Our Q is called Impale. This basically sends out a line of spikes that deal a bunch of damage. Oh no. The Illidan is super deep. Can we kill him? Okay. So we should definitely split off and head to our perspective lanes to continue to gain experience. Hopefully they realize that. Okay, so Q will send out a wave of spikes that deal damage to the enemies that they hit, and they will pop them in the air, stunning them for a brief moment. Our W is basically called Harden Carapace. This is essentially a shield that's going to it just shields us. Our E is called Burrow Charge. This allows us to go underground, passing through impassable terrain, and basically when we get to our final destination, we pop out and we deal a bunch of damage to enemies and pop them up into the air. And we can activate the ability early to head on out and basically pop out whenever we want. Early if we want to, anyway. Alright, so we're not going the beetle build today, but our trait allows us to spawn beetles. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to tap. I just wanted to get all the gems, the booties, and get all my stuff. We're just going to turn our 7 in, because why not? If they're just going to let me do it, we're just going to do it. And we did it. So basically, every time I activate an ability, I'm just going to spawn a beetle. That's what my trait does. That's what spawn beetle does. You are a little far forward there, homie G-Funk. We got him body block, blood cruiser. Pop the stun off. Nice. Good work, team. Absolutely fantastic. At this talent tier, we are going to be picking Under King. It's going to increase Burrow Charge range by 20% and damage by 100%. So you can see that basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be diving into the back line. That's kind of our goal. It's what we're planning on doing to dish out that damage and deal with those mages who like to sit in the back. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and clear the lanes really fast. The way that this map works is essentially you collect spider booties and turn them in, and once you get 50, and then it goes up by 5 each and every time. But once you get the amount that you need, you summon down web weavers. And those web weavers, they will basically push the lane. They'll summon some dudes, they'll do some damage, they'll throw out some waves and stuff. Oh, darn. I thought for sure we had her. Alright, Illidan is basically going to be a nuisance and clean all of that stuff in the lane. I feel pretty tanky against this this enemy team. I really do. Okay. So essentially what our beetles do is they just push. They like to fight people, but they don't have to fight people. They prefer just to push the lane and do all of that fun stuff. I'm not too concerned about the enemy right now. I'm feeling pretty tanky right now. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. All right, we are basically trying to get 7. I don't have a stun follow-up. Okay, this talent here, we're going to be taking Chitness Plating. Basically, whenever our Harden Carapace is active and we take ability power damage, we will... it's going to reduce the cooldown by 0.75 seconds, all the way to... I'm sorry, all the way up to 3 seconds. That's the reduction that we can get. I was actually diving their Morales. Alright, we got Web Weavers. We are good to go. Okay, I'm going to back out. I'm just going to tap for mana. He's completely out of mana. We're going to go mid lane, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of pushing power right now. I don't have a lot of wave clear either. And since these are primarily... This is primarily a wave clear style map. We're going to be in a little rough shape. That's okay. We are fine. We are fine. We do definitely lack damage ourselves, but we are pushing in. Li Ming is in the bottom lane. We are in good shape right now. We're in very good shape. Oh, too deep. Too deep. Don't want to go too crazy. Don't want to go too crazy. Plus, I don't have a ton of mana, so I don't want to run out of mana. So all in all, I'm just going to say this now. I actually really like the new Anub'arak. I feel like he is pretty strong. He has a lot of dive potential, kind of where he was at before. So I definitely feel like... Alright, we're backing out apparently. I really didn't pop that, but that's okay. Alright, at this talent tier, we're actually going to take Cocoon. Now, Cocoon, what this is going to do is, this is going to allow us to web wrap somebody, throw them into a nice little coat of webbing, and it's going to make them basically unable to do anything. Unable to do anything for, I believe it's 8 seconds, yes. However, that being said, the enemy team can basically tear their buddies, their friends, out of the cocoon. So it's not like... Okay. So basically what I'm planning on doing here is, since the enemy has an Illidan on their team, I'm going to wait till the... wait till they actually use some cooldowns, and then I'm going to pop it either on in the Morales before she can get... Stim Drone out, or we're going to pop it on the Illidan and just sort of prevent him from doing anything. So the enemy did a really great job. They got their Web Weavers, and they got the Mercs. So this is going to push pretty hard mid. That being said, the other two, we still have bottom lane, but this is going down very quickly. Wow. Butcher just chunks these things. Not even kidding. Absolutely chunks them. Alright. I could... Oh, I'm trying to get close enough. There we go. We got the web wrap on the Li Ming. There we go. Do not underestimate the power of web wrap. Not even kidding. This ability is pretty crazy. He's gonna pop Avatar? I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. We should back out of this. I don't have mana. I'm out of mana completely. I'm gonna go down this way. I'm out of mana completely. Yep, I was out of mana. We should have not been that far forward, honestly. It was a very silly call. I wanted to back out a while ago, but the hunt hit him. And, yeah, they managed to capitalize on that very, very well. If I would have had mana, I would have dove or burrowed under the wall over here and come up over this side and then mounted up and run away. But it's okay. We're still in really good shape. Our false set has quite a few gems on him. He needs to be very careful not to get blown up. Very, very careful not to get blown up. We're going to try and work our way down over here. All right, this talent here, we're taking Articating Spines. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Whenever we activate our Harden Carapace, we are actually going to deal damage in the area around us. It's going to be quite a bit of damage, too. Fantastic. Enemy defeated. So I'll show this off to you guys right now. We're going to pop it. Bam. We're going to deal damage in an area around us. Now, the idea here is whenever we take ability power, whenever we take ability damage, while our Hardened Shield is up, the cooldown's going to be reduced. Okay, so Illidan is there, so he's... Alright, they're not doing much. I thought they were going to try and get boss. They were not. I'm coming, team. I'm coming. We should not be fighting right now. And we should be because we're up, but we are split. We are definitely short. I'm gonna web wrap her. Hope we can make something happen, but we couldn't. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. We're going crazy. Alright. I really wish Falstad would come up and show up to these fights.
You are not prepared.
Alright, here we go. They are all showing up to the fight now. We're going to take a lot of extra. We're going to do some bunch of damage here. Illidan overextended like crazy right there. Nice job. We're trying to get around our teammates here. Ooh, if we can get a nice dive, we can actually maybe make something happen here. We're not going to be able to. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate. We were not able to make anything happen there. We did get the Illidan though. Risky, but I like it. Risky, but I like it. I'm gonna need help for this. Team? Hello? Okay, there we go. I really like this move because we actually have web weavers coming down and we have a boss coming. We should actually stop fighting right now. Give him some space. Oh no! Okay, so we did take out both their forts. We're going to go up here. We're going to defend. We're going to come down here and fight this thing now. Okay, we're going to be taking Epicenter for this talent here. What this is going to do is it's going to increase Burrow Charge's imp area by 85%, lowers its cooldown by 4 seconds whenever it hits an enemy hero. That's a pretty massive cooldown reduction. Ugh. Always dislike it when that happens to me. pretty big cooldown reduction if we can get into the back line and hit multiple people with this. That's kind of what we're looking for. What we're doing is, I'm not sure if you guys can tell yet, we're basically making ourselves a dive hero. We dive into the enemy back line, we web wrap one person, we take out somebody else, and we basically cause utter chaos. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. She is definitely dead. We should take this now. We're here. We're here. There's only 2 left. Nice. We're just trying to get tons and tons of stuns. If we can actually take this would be great for us. Just beat the wall down. Trying to take too much extra damage here. The monk is just standing there in everything. Alright, let's back out of here. False, that's going to fly down there. What do we have going up here? Okay. Try not to lose the fort. Good job. We should take our camp now. Just to get it off the board. We only have 36. They're down there Muradin for 2 more seconds. This will apply pressure in this lane. Pressure is what we want. They have 37 booties. We have 36 booties. We both need to turn in 60. Alright, so we're still in really good shape here. Still in shape. We just need to not throw any of these team fights. I don't want to charge forward. I got dismounted, unfortunately. Let's see where our team is at here. Perfect. Got her in the web wrap. There we go. So he's going to try and run. We're not going to let him. Can you please kill him? There we go. He's dead. He is dead. We're going to continue to push forward here. They're down quite a few. We should get a fort out of it. We should get a keep out of this for sure. If she pokes her head out too far, he is all about running in and taking shots. We just need to be very careful here. We just need to back out. We had our victory. Let's back out. Look for our next opportunity. We're not 20 yet. Jeez Louise, buddy. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yep, I can turn in. On it. Okay, at this talent tier, we are going to take... So we have a few options here. We can go with Rewind, which is going to let us deal more damage, stun more people, have more CC, all of that fun stuff. I'm actually going to start this down here really fast. Nice, we got it at start of. We could also go Harden Shield, which allows us to take 75% reduced damage for 4 seconds. Or we can go with Crypt Weave, which allows us to CC somebody for an extra 4 seconds as long as we remain in the area. Okay, what we're actually going to be taking is we are going to be taking... We are probably going to go ahead... We have 2 healers, so we're actually going to go with Crypt Weave. We're going to take somebody out of fight for a very long time. That's kind of what we're going for here. Take somebody out of the fight for a crazy, crazy long time. I'm blinded. We're trying to get in the area. Oh no! Oh, we got a little bit of slit lag there. Okay. Just kill core, we win. Just kill core, we win. GG, everyone. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Well played indeed. Well played indeed. So that to show you the power of the new Anub'arak. Now this is very much a divey, tanky build. I'm not necessarily sure that I would call this an anti-mage build. He's got some anti-mage stuff built into his kit that allows him to survive more in the current meta, where there are a lot of mages in it. But I don't want to necessarily call him a mage killer. What I would call him is he's definitely a disruptor, and he fits very well into... I would say he fits very well in the current meta just because of what he brings to the table. He works well in a double warrior comp. He works well. We had the butcher, so basically the butcher and I were working off each other going in. I felt very safe because we had 2 healers the entire time, which was absolutely fantastic. Definitely helped us out quite a bit, allowed us to get a lot of extra damage out there. Anyway, here are the stats really quick. He does quite a bit of damage too, quite a bit of damage with his current build. If you were able to get a lot of those resets, the cooldown reduction on his Harden Carapace, you're going to be able to deal a lot more damage with those the urticating spines. Jeez, the name of that. The name of that. Urticating. I have no idea how to say that. Alright, so level 1 we went Dampen Magic. Again, basically reduces the ability damage by 50% for 1.5 seconds after you've taken ability damage. So people like Li Ming, they pop you once, they activate this ability, and then you're good to go. For 1.5 seconds, you're going to take 50% reduced damage. It can trigger once every 8 seconds. It's absolutely fantastic. Under King, at level 4, this allows us to Burrow Charge range increase by 20% and deal more damage. We're going to pop out, deal more damage, go further. 7, we went with Chitness Plating. While Harden Carapace is active, taking damage from enemy abilities reduces its cooldown by 0.75 seconds up to 3 seconds. So again, the more times you are being hit by abilities, the more this is going to be coming off a cooldown. Now you notice the enemy team had quite a bit of magic damage on their side. If you count the Lily and the Li Ming, and of course Morales if she hit me with the grenade, and even some of Muradin's abilities count as ability damage as well. So we're getting a lot of cooldown reduction with this, which actually synergizes very well with our 13 talent. We'll get there in a second. At 10, we went with Cocoon. Now, I think that both heroics are just fine. They're both perfectly acceptable. If you want to go with Locust Swarm, it is 100% good. You can take that. It'll keep you alive. But because I had 2 healers, and they had a Lieutenant Morales and a Li Ming and an Illidan, all 3 are really great targets to nail with the Cocoon. I mean, if the Lily would have gone Jugs, she's also a great target to hit with Cocoon because of the Jugs. But typically you want to hit a healer or a heavy damage dealer, or if you catch somebody out of position and you're not quite in range to do anything, you just want your team to just sort of surround them to make sure they die. Cocoon's absolutely fantastic. Lock somebody down for 8 seconds. Now, the enemies, if they were paying attention, they could break them out of that. So just keep that in mind. At 13, we went with Urticating Spines. Again, I have no idea how to say this. Basically, anytime you activate your Harden Carapace, you deal a bunch of damage in an area around you. It's a pretty small area. It's not very big, but it's double damage against heroes. I didn't mention that during the game, but it is double damage against heroes. At level 16, we went with Epicenter. Increase Burrow Charge's impact area. That's the area that happens when you explode out of the ground by 85% and lowers the cooldown 4 seconds for each hero hit. That is pretty crazy strong. Pretty crazy strong. At 20, we were just being cheeky. We kind of went with an ability that's good, but it's kind of situational. Crypt Weave, what this does is whenever you stay near your cocoon target, it allows you to extend duration of that cocoon up to 4 seconds per second, or 4 seconds per cocoon. Basically, up to 4 seconds. The idea behind this is you see the timer going down, and whenever you're near it, it's going to go up. It essentially heals itself for a little bit. And I basically kept the Lieutenant Morales locked down there for a while. The radius on this is kind of small. I would highly recommend, if you're going to play around with Crypt Weave, to go into the try mode, throw out the cocoon on the dummy in there, and just see the range on Crypt Weave, just so you have an idea of how close you need to be. This isn't always a go-to talent for me. Basically, your level 20 talent is any one of the three: Crypt Weave, Rewind, or Harden Carapace, or I'm sorry, what's it called? I had a total brain fart what that thing's called. Harden Shield. There we go. Too many Harden things in this one. Harden Shield. Any one of these three, even Hive Master if you were to go with Locust Swarm at 10, basically any one of the three are fine. You can make any one of them work. Harden Shield's probably going to be, it's a little difficult to pass up, but since we had two healers and I was basically feeling a little cheeky, a little confident that we were going to win, or at least that I wouldn't need it to survive, I didn't really see a purpose in taking that. And Rewind, I really wanted to show you guys Crypt Weave. That's the real reason I went with it today. But these two are probably going to be your go-to. If you want Locust Swarm, I can see Hive Master still being very good in my opinion. But the new Anub'arak, I have already stated that I think that he's very strong, he's very good, and I highly recommend you give him a shot. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you all later.